Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jack and today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 favourite actresses of all time. So this is the second part of a top 10 series I've been doing with my good YouTube mates here. That's Brian Lomax of Brian Lomax, Clayton at Ages of Film, and also Jason at Backtrack Cinema. Last month we did our top 10 favourite directors. Today, of course, top 10 actresses, and then next month we're concluding this with top 10 favourite actors. So we're all going to have very different lists. We're going to have some fun discussing this, release it all at the same time, and of course, as always, I'll leave those guys' links down in the comments once they've all gone live. Top YouTubers, go and check their videos out. But yeah, getting into my list today, this is just my subjective favourites. Of course, objectively, there's better performances from top tier actresses. But you know, sometimes they don't necessarily make films that might resonate with you. Some actresses I just haven't seen a big enough body of their work to kind of justify putting on this list. And some others just didn't quite make the cut. You know, these top 10 here are all names that if I see stamped on top billing of a movie, I'm going to be there to see it. So these are my absolute favourite actresses that have done a load of movies that I absolutely love. So guys, let me know down in the comments what you think of my list, and also let me know what your favourite actresses are as well. So starting at 10, I've got Jennifer Connelly. Not an actress that's as prevalent these days, I don't think. She must be a lot more selective with her roles now, but was in a lot of stuff over the 90s, the 2000s. And I just think she's quite a special actress because she manages to get quite a lot across with a level of subtlety that I don't think a lot of other actors have. You know, very powerful performances without doing too much, nothing overly theatrical, all just very kind of quiet, naturalistic type of acting. And her performances have always really stuck with me, particularly stuff like Requiem for a Dream, which is a film I haven't really been able to go back to in a long time now, probably at least 10 years, just because it's such a dark and disturbing movie. But her performance has been ever etched into my memory since then. Really powerful stuff. Again, she's just so good at playing characters that are kind of going through a lot of turmoil, emotional trauma. She knows how to kind of show somebody who's suppressing those kind of feelings and tells us so much without directly saying it. And I don't think there's a lot of other actresses or actors like her that can really do that. And, you know, she's not a leading lady type. That's not the kind of role she tends to play. But I feel like whenever she is in a film, she really elevates the material that she's in. Like stuff like Blood Diamonds, you know, recently with Top Gun Maverick. And one of my favourite performances of her from Dark City. Really nice, underrated sci-fi movie from the late 90s. But she has a small role in that and really kind of, you know, makes it something better than it already is, I think. Just really powerful, subtle performances that always leave a mark, always leave an impression. And I just wish we got to see more of her these days because I think she really is kind of one of the unsung actresses. Number 9, I've got Mia Goth, probably what most would consider to be the queen of horror at the moment. Just done so many incredible and successful horror films the past 5 years. She's really kind of stood out, I think, in this genre. And, you know, probably she's most notably known now for Ti West trilogy, The X, Pearl and Maxine, just because she gave some really incredible performances, particularly Pearl. Like her kind of showcasing her talents there is really pretty jaw-dropping. Like that whole monologue she gives at the end when she has that breakdown, it's just absolutely fascinating to watch. It really kind of shows off her talents as an actress. And I think the thing that's interesting about her is she's just exciting to watch. You know, she obviously does a lot of weirder films, you know, kind of more art house and horror and slightly zanier stuff than, you know, you're not kind of a typical blockbuster lead. She's just not that kind of actress. But I love the kind of stuff she does. They're my kind of movies, and her kind of very intense and unpredictable performances just make her so interesting to watch. And it's interesting as well because if you've seen interviews with her in real life, she's quite an unusual character as Mia Goth. Like, she's quite a quirky girl. And I think though I love the way she kind of carries that into her characters. It makes you feel like when you watch her in a movie that nobody else could really play it quite like she could. She genuinely does bring something unique to the roles that she's in. And I just find her fascinating to watch. But yeah, definitely for a specific kind of movie, I think. I can't really imagine her in like a rom-com. Or actually, I don't know, that would be funny though, wouldn't it? Mia Goth leading a rom-com. I'd kind of be interested to see that. But no, she definitely catered to the kind of genres that I'm more into personally. So, number 8, I've got Scarlett Johansson, of course, one of the big A-list, top-tier Hollywood actresses of the last 10, 20 years now, I suppose. But, she's just done such a huge range of work that she had to make this list for me. She's done so many. She's actually my most watched actress. Just like looking at my Letterboxd stats, I can see I've seen her in more films than any other actress. And just looking through her body of work, I was thinking like she really does have some range. Like obviously when she came in, she's absolutely gorgeous to look at, and that's probably one of the things that people were very interested in, I'm sure. But then I'm guessing just over time she got more kind of involved roles, more leading roles, and got to really show her range and dynamics as an actress. And I think she's really impressive to watch. And she just has a charisma that makes her instantly likeable with whatever kind of character she's playing. I prefer her kind of less mainstream roles, like stuff like Under the Skin, a really kind of weird and interesting horror film she was in. Loved Marriage Story as well. I think that was one of her most impressive performances. Again, just the emotional range she shows in that was on another level. But I just think, she's just done some unique stuff. Like, she's an amazing voice actor, I think. From the movie Her, if you've seen Her with Joaquin Phoenix, just the amount of acting she does in her voice and makes you feel like you're connected to this character, playing this operating system. She's just absolutely wonderful in that. So yeah, really dynamic actress, and I do think, for the blockbuster stuff, she carries herself, just great as well. Of course, she's played Black Widow. I think she's one of the best actresses you could have picked to play a leading role in the MCU. I think she's really done that role justice as well. You just can't go wrong with Scarlett, I don't think. Done a lot of great stuff. One of the more understated performances for me actually is Lost in Translation. I absolutely adore that film. As you can see, I've got that little poster on my wall for it there. I've always loved that movie. And yeah, powerful performance from a very young actress at the time as well. So yeah, there's a reason why she is the A-list actress and celebrity that she is, because she's a very powerful actor. Number 7, Brian's going to congratulate me on my good taste for this one, but that is Amy Adams. Absolutely wonderful actress, and she has potential to go even higher up on my list, I think. She only comes in this position mainly because I haven't seen quite a big body of her work as I have the other actresses on this list, so she's a little bit further down. But wow, she really disappears into her roles. Like, I feel like she can become literally unrecognisable at times. Like, I was watching Catch Me If You Can again just a couple of months ago, and it took me a second before I realised, like, who is this actress? I was like, oh my god, that's Amy Adams. I didn't even recognise her. Just the way she has, it's not just because of her looks and the way she kind of transforms for each role, but just the way she can perform these completely different characters movie to movie, make her unrecognisable. She's just got such a huge range as an actress, and I think that's probably one of the real standout things about her. You find like 10 minutes into watching her, you're instantly connected and liking what you're seeing from the characters she plays, just because she has that kind of talent and quality about her. But favourite performance for me has to still be probably Nocturnal Animals. Absolutely brilliant film by Tom Ford. Came out, was it 2016, I believe it was, but I rewatched that recently. Very powerful film. It's a dark thriller, but she's the lead in it, and yeah, just a great performance. That was the first film that came to my mind when I was debating putting Amy Adams onto this list. But yeah, extremely talented actress. I know there's so many more films from her I need to see. They're all sitting on my watch list. The Master from PCA is one I need to see. But yeah, hugely talented, and there's a reason why she gets picked by so many top tier filmmakers to star in the lead roles, because she really is something special. Number 6 is going to be Emily Blunt. Definitely one of the best British actresses out there, I think. And the thing I love about her is she just brings such a charm and likability to all of the roles that she's in. She always plays characters that I think are very relatable. She knows how to connect with the everyday person, I think. Like, I love watching big actresses, movie stars, as much as the next person that loves film, but sometimes you need to watch a film that's more grounded and watching characters that you feel like you can truly connect with and people that you might know in your everyday life. And I think Emily Blunt definitely has a talent for playing those kind of characters. She's definitely got a versatility about her, played all sorts of different roles throughout her career. Me personally, I like her more intense stuff, the thriller, some of the horrors she's been dabbling in as well. That's my favourite stuff for obvious reasons. But I just think doing those kind of films has really got to showcase her talents as a performer, especially stuff like Quiet Place. Like, I think that's a decent horror film, but it's elevated to next level because of how powerful that performance she gave was. I really did think it took it to another level, like that whole scene inside the house where she's giving birth as the monster's kind of crawling into the house and she's stuck on her own there. That's just one of the best female performances, I think, of the last 10 years, easily, in my opinion. Just staggering stuff. So after that, I just really found myself wanting to check out all the movies that she'd been in. But yeah, just done so much different stuff. I think when she's having fun in certain roles as well, like Edge of Tomorrow, that really plays to her strengths. Like, she has such a good charisma. She always has great chemistry with the other actors she's working with. Like, you never feel like there's anything kind of wooden or jarring between them. You feel like they're people that have known each other for years. And again, she just kind of brings that quality to all of the movies she's in. Number 5 is going to be Anya Taylor-Joy, and I think what's most notable about her is you can see a genuine progression in her career. Like, every film she's done, she's just got better and better. I remember the first time I saw her, and that was in Split, the M. Night Shyamalan film some years ago now. And not that she gave a bad performance as such, but I didn't think there was anything standout about her. I thought it was an okay film, and it was an okay performance, and nothing about it really blew me away. Like, I wouldn't have thought to have looked up who she was after the film. And it's really only as time has gone on and she's been given more and more roles, especially a lot of leading roles, that I've started to kind of take more notice of her. And I think she's just gotten so good these days, to a point now where she's instantly recognisable. She's very distinct with her look and her presence, and she's just come full circle. She's got a really commanding screen presence that I don't think a lot of other actresses have now. Like, I think she's a little bit unique as well. She just looks different and carries herself differently to a lot of other current actresses that are getting a lot of roles, I think, and she really does stand out for that. Even if you think last year when we had Furiosa, new Mad Max film, and she's only about 5 foot tall, she's stick thin, but she gives an absolutely fierce performance in that. I enjoy watching her so much. Just a great role for her and just very memorable. And it's stuff like that where she kind of is unpredictable. She comes out of nowhere, doesn't she? And just really makes a mark and makes an impression. I just think she just makes all of the films she's in a lot better. Like, she can be in some really average crap like we had recently with The Gorge, that Apple TV movie, which is, it would be forgotten in 10 seconds, that movie, if not for the performance that she gives. Like, she just brings a lot of life and energy and presence to that film, and that's the power she has as an actress. So one of the absolute standouts today. Probably my favourite performance of her would still have to be The Menu from a few years ago. Just thought she was really great in that. Just got to show her versatility as an actress, show how likeable she can be, show that charisma, but also that she's, quite intimidating and quite a force as well. So yeah, that was definitely the role, I think, where she really got to showcase her talents, but easily for me, one of the top actresses working today. Number 4, I've got Toni Collette, just such a powerhouse performer. Done some roles over the years that are truly unforgettable. Some of my favourite films, Hereditary and The Sixth Sense, 2 horror films that are right at the top of my list. And I think she's given some of the most staggering performances I've ever seen in film. And the fact that, Hereditary in particular, the fact that she didn't get nominated for any kind of Oscar, got no recognition for that role is just insane to me. Makes no sense at all. She was easily the standout actress of that year against any of the other performers, but they obviously just, there was no awareness shown of that. But it's a truly jaw-dropping performance. It's kind of the emotional range and the hysteria she manages to show with that performance is on another level. It's truly memorable and gripping to watch. And she's just an absolute force of nature. You can't forget her performances. And I just think there's something I love about Toni Collette as well, is that whatever movie she's in, she never looks like she's phoning it in. Like, whenever she does a role, she looks like it might be the last film she's ever going to be in. Like, she's given her absolute all. You can feel the joy and the enthusiasm and the dedication that's gone into every single role she does. Even when she plays tiny roles, she's always rememberable. She stands out straight away because of how powerful her presence is on screen. And you, as I say, you can just feel that kind of drive she has as an actress. As I say though, for me, Hereditary, still the top tier performance from her. I think it's the one that stands out probably to most people as well, just because it's such a mad performance. But, you know, something like The Sixth Sense is great as well, because it shows that subtlety that when she wants to do something a little bit quieter, she can really show that kind of dynamic of emotions. And just very memorable, very special performance, something that I think really makes that film better than what it already is. I think that's an absolute classic in the horror genre, and her performance and her character, they really kind of add to that movie. They give it an emotional core that goes beyond just having the cool twist ending that everyone talks about. Great actress, one of the best of all time. Number 3 for me is Florence Pugh. I know she's quite young and still very early in her career, but she's done enough stuff already where I'm happy to kind of put her right at the top of my list as one of my favourite actors working right now. To me, she's kind of a bit like a young Toni Collette, just with the kind of confidence and presence that she commands on screen, and how she can just run away in the lead of any role and give it her absolute all and her everything, no matter what the subject or what the film is. I think she's a lot like her in that way. I first saw her in Midsommar, of course, which is her massive standout performance, and I just think she took that to another level. Like, Ari Aster obviously knows how to get great performances out of his actors, and pick the best talent for the job as well, because she was a truly incredible lead in that film. Just the amount of emotion, the way she displays grief and sort of pressure and anxiety, and it's just a very raw, very powerful, very emotional performance, and it will stick with me forever. You know, one of the best performances of the last 10 years, absolutely no doubt. Love Florence Pugh, and I love, again, in real life, she's just a really fun person as well. You can tell she's got a natural charisma and a likability. She's a big, bold personality, and she brings that to her movies. Like, the same year as Midsommar, we had Fighting with My Family. Very different to Midsommar. It's kind of like a light, fun family drama comedy. But again, because of her performance, she just elevates what is a rather average, okay film to another level, makes it something really great because of that amazing performance she's able to give. So absolutely love her as an actor. I love the small roles she's shown up in. Like, obviously she's going to be kind of playing a bigger role in June in the next part, which I'm really looking forward to. And I think she's a great pick for another female lead in the MCU going forward. Like, obviously Scarlett Johansson has kind of been the top billed female in the whole MCU as Black Widow, but I think kind of bringing Yelena in, Florence Pugh, what a great choice to kind of carry the franchise forward with the female presence as well, I think. So great stuff. Absolutely love her to death. Great performer, and I think she's got loads more great stuff to come. Number 2 for me is going to be Jennifer Lawrence. This is kind of an interesting one because I didn't really realise in my own mind how high up she was going to come up my list. Like, they're so hard to make, these top 10 lists, and you kind of debate back and forward about how you're going to rank them and why. You've got your reasons for placing them in order, and Jennifer Lawrence is one that I just didn't instantly think about. And I think it's mainly because in the last few years she's just been doing a lot of random shit. Like, I know she's been kind of taking a bit of a backseat away from the limelight for a while to kind of concentrate on her personal life and stuff, which is understandable, because again, kind of like Scarlett Johansson, for a while she was just this absolute top tier actress in the spotlight all the time, all eyes on her, and maybe she got a bit tired of it, we got a bit tired of it, and it was all just a bit too much. But the reason she was at that level is because she just delivered knockout performance one after the other for about 10 years straight. It was just looking back through her body of work and films over the years, I was just like, damn, she's a truly incredible actress, and just brings so much gravitas to every single role that she's in. There's definitely a bit of nostalgia for me as well, because the Hunger Games, I kind of was quite young when the Hunger Games were coming out still, and relatively young, but I'm young enough to appreciate those films and really kind of get into the fun of them, and I think she just carried that franchise so well. What a cracking set of films, and I think she was the perfect pick for the lead in that. Just somebody you can really get behind. She's a very likeable, commanding person, and you just get within the context of that story why so many people would rally behind her. She just kind of has that aura about her where you just get it. You get why people would want to follow her, and I just think, just something about her performances that she's unique in a way that other people could not replicate what she was doing, especially in her peak years there. And I think maybe some of her other roles as well that are quite special. Stuff like Silver Linings Playbook. That's a film that I haven't seen for a while, but that was the first thing I saw with her, and it was just a very charming performance. Just emotional, showed some vulnerability, but also had like a really sharp sense of humour about it as well. And that's when I first started to notice her. Like, the second she came on screen with that film, people knew, whoa, like, this is someone to watch. This is someone pretty special. And I think from then on, she basically just never gave a bad performance. She may have been in a few dodgy films here and there, but she's never given a bad performance, I don't think. So, it's just an accumulation of an amazing amount of work and so many great top-tier performances. And the only reason I kind of doubted it is because she just hasn't been at the forefront doing big stuff for so many years now. But it does look like on the horizon now there's some films coming out with her, which will be exciting to see what she does kind of in this next phase of her career. As like me, I think I'm quite a similar age to her. She's getting older, so I guess she's going to be playing different kinds of roles. So I'm really excited to see kind of what she's going to do next. But my number one favourite actress of all time, and this was fairly easy going into this, I had her cemented in my mind as the number one, and that is Natalie Portman. Just an absolutely incredible actress that has given an astounding performance time after time throughout the 21st century. And for her, I think she just picks movies and projects and the type of films that I just absolutely love as well. The kind of stuff that's in my wheelhouse that I gravitate towards is the stuff that she likes to be in. And she always just gives these amazing performances that, as I've said with some of these other actresses, just take the film to a whole new level. I still think Black Swan is maybe in my top 10 of the 21st century. Just a perfect film, absolutely beautifully realised by Darren Aronofsky and brought to life by Natalie Portman's performance. Thankfully, she won the Oscar for that. There is justice in this world. Absolutely deserving of it, because there was no one else anywhere near on that level that year, I don't think, as Natalie Portman in that role. Just an amazing presence. Just, again, she's got a great personality. She brings that into her role. She can do a lot of different things. I think as well, something interesting about her is she's great at kind of convincing you that she's this kind of very soft, well-spoken, kind of innocent kind of character, but within a second she can completely turn that into this much more sort of intimidating, like sexually aggressive sometimes, just more kind of powerful kind of presence, and you just don't expect that. She just really owns it. And I think she's really great at handling like smart dialogue as well. I don't know how best to say that, but it's like she's very intelligent. I feel like the way she kind of handles chemistry with other characters and the way they converse, she just has a sharpness and a wit that she kind of brings to that dialogue, that brings it to life, makes it interesting and exciting, and just kind of makes her such an enjoyable actress to watch. But yeah, so many great roles over the years. As I say, Black Swan, the massive standout. Absolutely love that. But Annihilation, another top tier performance from Natalie Portman. V for Vendetta, one of my all-time favourite films, and just, yeah, great lead in that. Her and Hugo Weaving together, absolutely fantastic. And also have to mention as well Leon, the Professional. Definitely one of the most powerful child performances I've ever seen in my life. I think she was only like 12 years old in that film. And wow, she's absolutely astonishing. Like, I really have a hard time with child performances. I always find them a bit jarring or distracting, but you know, Haley Joel Osment is always one that I hail as being one of the best. But also along with that is Natalie Portman in Leon. Just an astounding performance. And you could see even from 12 years old that she was heading on to big, big things. So yeah, amazing actress. Definitely my number one pick. My favourite actress of all time. So guys, that is my top 10 favourite actresses of all time. Hope you've enjoyed my list and my video. Do let me know what you think of my choices, and also let me know what your favourite actresses are as well. As I said, doing this with the guys in a collaboration that I spoke about at the beginning. I will be leaving all of their links once their videos are live. Go and check out those videos. Really fun, interesting group of guys. Love chatting with them. They've got great insight into film, and we're going to have very different lists. So go along, compare, and let us know who you agree with the most. That will be good fun. So anyway, really do appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much. Do take care, and I'll see you soon.